Guys, I have a confession to make. I haven't read manga consistently in a very long time. I know it's crazy that an anime review channel doesn't read manga or keep up with anime that frequently, so here I was sitting in my room and a perfect idea hit me. I read 5 newly released mangas and rank them from worst to best on how much I like them. Hopefully this will get me back in a manga reading mood and I get to show you guys new manga, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Before the video starts, don't forget to subscribe. It takes 2 seconds and helps the channel out a lot. The first manga on this list that comes in 5th place is called Retry. It's a manga based in World War II and we follow the main character Azora. The first chapter was really good to me. We see Azora and his father was a boxer and he wants to become just like his father. Azora's father leaves to go to war and now it's just Azora's turn to follow his father's footsteps, but we have one problem. His strength goes to his little sister and Azora gets to a lot of fights because he tries to follow his father's footsteps, but he always loses. But he has a good durability. He could take a hit, he'll always get up because he has a big heart. His little sister looks down on him because she has the strength and Azora always gets in trouble. Azora and his sister, they become orphans sadly because the USA drops bombs on their village and they lose their mother. Azora's younger sister sadly gets sick and now the big brother needs to step up. He goes to the doctor and they can't help him because he needs a good amount of money so she can get the proper treatment that she needs. So now he has to find a way to make real money. He finds this lady and she introduces him to the underground boxing scene. She gives him money for his sister's treatment and now he has to constantly come back to do more matches and make more money so his sister can stay inside the hospital. Azora, he's a good main character to me. I feel like he just needs to learn that he can't be like his dad completely and he has to become his own man. But besides that, one thing I like about him is that he always makes sure his sister was okay and he's a really good big brother. The one thing I dislike about this manga is that the story gets repetitive. Azora's whole gimmick is that he can take whatever punch comes his way. He's super durable, but that's the problem. The fights usually go that he loses pretty bad at the start, then he gets a rocky moment, he gets a boost, and then he wins at the end. Overall, this manga is pretty solid. If you like boxing, I think you should give this manga a try. The next manga on the list and it comes in 4th place is the manga called Exorcist. The main character's name is Yajima. He's very shy and polite and he reminds me of Deku in a way. Yajima, he's gifted, he can see spirits. Only a handful of people in this world could see spirits. He watched his dad die to a spirit when he was a little kid, so it makes sense why he's traumatized to spirits now. One day a spirit comes to his classroom and tries to kill his classmates. Yajima steps up even though he's terrified, but a spirit named Yu comes to give him his powers. This kid who was once traumatized with spirits is now working with one and he's defeating them on his own. The story so far is good. I like the side characters and the action is really good in this series. If you like a series that has a lot of action and a good main character, I think this series is for you. The next manga on this list is called Kill Blue and it comes in 3rd place. The main character we follow, his name is Jozu. He's a hitman and he does his job extremely well. One day he gets stung by a wasp, but this wasp isn't normal. It turns him back into a kid. With him being a kid again, the boss has a new mission for him. He has to go to school to make sure that it's fine so the boss can send his daughter to that school. When Juzo goes to school, he learns something new about himself, and it's that he loves learning new things. I really think about it, Juzo never lived a normal life. He grew up being a hitman at a really young age and he barely made it past grade school. While Juzo's in school, he gets a new mission. The person that turns him into a kid, their daughter is in his class, so now he has to get close to that person. Juzo as a whole, he's a pretty cool main character. He's pretty funny and I love how he cares about his daughter a lot. It's funny for him trying to fit in with the kids even though he's like a 30-year-old man. The interaction he has with certain students are pretty hilarious. Juzo, he has a more serious side. We see it once in a while, but he thinks about his family that he once had. He lost his daughter and wife because of divorce, and I tend to feel bad for him. If you like a series that's funny but has serious moments, this is for you. The next manga on the list and it takes a number 2 spot is a series called Gokurakugai. In this story, you follow a main character named Alma. He's a part of a team called the Troubleshooters and he'll do any job for a certain amount of money. Behind the scenes, the Troubleshooters, they kill these monsters named Manga. They're basically demons who eat humans. The twist is Alma, he's half human, half Manga, so he's trying to live his life being a human and not becoming the monsters that he kills. Alma's partner's name is Miss Tao. She's the one who taught him to be human. I think she knows more than she leads on. She's a mystery to me. As a main character, I think Alma, he's a great one. I like how he can make a connection with anybody, and the more connections he makes, the more human he feels. If you like a story that's a little bit more dark, a good main character and action, this story is definitely for you. In 1st place, we got the manga that I like the most and it's Tenmaku Cinema. The main character we follow, his name is Hajime. He grew up in the hospital always being sick as a kid. The only experience he has with the outside world is through movies. That's why he loves them so much. Hajime, one day he's watching a movie and a ghost possesses his body named Tenmaku. These two at the start, they don't get along because Hajime, he only cares about studying and watching movies, and Tenmaku has a quest for him to do. They can't do Tenmaku's request, and I'm not going to get into too much details why because of spoilers, but just know Tenmaku claims to be a great director. Hajime and his friends decide to make a movie together, and this is when the story really catches my attention. I love seeing people geek out about the things that they love, so seeing Hajime and his friends geek out about making a movie and seeing the whole process of how they do it, I really love this part of the manga. This manga really reminds me of Dr. Stone, so this manga automatically gets a thumbs up for me. Dr. Stone is one of my favorite new gen mangas. This manga also inspired me to continue doing what I love, so let's see how many videos I post in these upcoming months. If you like a series that's really funny, has a good supporting cast and a good main character, and it's kind of like Dr. Stone, Tenmaku Cinema is definitely for you. Let me know down below if you guys seen any of these mangas and which one is your favorite. If you guys like this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and peace.